And hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to Music City Model Works. Quick update on the Chi-Town Hustler funny card build. Pretty much got everything done except for the painting the body and the interior metal work. That's pretty much it. I've got everything else. I've got the motor installed, cockpit built, the plumbing done. What I did was on the plumbing, I did all but one of the fuel lines. It's two fuel lines to, I'll use my brush here to point to them. The two main fuel lines to the one return line to the tank, from the fuel pump to the tank, and then the fuel lines to the injectors. There was one other fuel line that I didn't want. I really, it was going to be a tight fit, and it was going to be kind of busy up in there, and I didn't want to do it, and I didn't do any water lines from the water tank. The only real good picture I had as far as reference was one that was right in behind the blower belt, and I didn't drill any holes to mount any fittings on before I put the motor in, and I wasn't going to try to install any fittings or drill any holes for mounting fittings after the motor. I had gotten the motor mounted in the frame. Excuse me. Of course, you already saw the plug wires routed and everything. Got the interior, the cockpit work done. Wasn't much to that. I'll just pick it up and show it to you. Came out pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with it. I used some braided line. This is actually, it's called German wire, beading wire, from the jewelry section at, I think I got this at Michael's. I may have gotten it at Hobby Lobby, I can't remember. And I used some jewelry crimp tubes for the fittings. I didn't order anything aftermarket. I just had used some stuff I had around the house from other builds I had done. It came out pretty good. I used the reference photos I had from the car that's in the museum. The guy that bought the original and restored it, and this is was a replica copy that I had photos of. So, like I said, and in the cockpit, I just did the and like I said, I apologize if you can't see it for the lighting. I just detailed the seat belt hardware, the buckles and the snaps and all. Painted the metalwork silver, metallic silver, platinum, and gunmetal gray, a mixture of those three colors. Same with the headers and everything. I did a little bit of weathering since I last did an update. May or may not be able to see it. I just took some black wash down into the crevices down where the bolts are on the blower, at the base of the blower, and I just kind of weathered up the injectors just a little bit in the housing. Kind of rough detailed in the some of the fuel line, rubber fuel hoses up by the top of the injectors. Same on this side. On the back, I did a little gray wash and a little black wash too, just to kind of give it some shadows and some depth to it, kind of make it a little less toyish looking. I decided to leave the wheels chrome. I just, they were pretty well done. They look really nice, I think. I de-chromed everything else, and I thought, what the hell, I might as well just leave the wheels chrome. It kind of looks good on the car, and everything else went together real well. The rear end went together extremely well. All this went together well. It's really been a great kit. I was telling somebody, I wish every kit that was made came out as good as this one did, and went together as good as this one did, I guess you should say. it just, everything clicked into place. That I didn't have any fitment issues. The only real fitment issue I had one trailing arm that gave me just a little bit of trouble back here, and I think what it was on a sprue tree at the bottom of the box, and some other pieces had got laid on, and these rails are extremely fragile. So if you get this kit, that's one thing you want to be careful of. And if you've ever built funny cars, you know to do that. They're extremely fragile. It doesn't take much to bump them. I've knocked these loose probably 10 times just moving the car around, and getting it to other parts put on it. But that's the only thing. One little arm was almost a little bit too short, but I managed to get it in there and get it in its mounting hole like it should. So, and like I said, all I have left now is the body itself to paint, and it'll be complete. Put my interior work in. I'll probably paint. I may do some painting tonight. I may finish up the detail work. I've got just a little bit of touch-up paint work to do on couple of frame rails in places where I've bumped it and chipped a little paint off. I'm going to touch those up, and then what I'll probably do is paint the underside of the body tonight satin black. I'll airbrush that satin black, get that done, get a clear coat of satin on top of it, let that sit overnight, and then take that off tomorrow, the inside of the body off, and then do my body color either tomorrow night or Saturday. I haven't decided. It depends on what time I get home from work tomorrow and what else is going on after that. So, and I will be using rattle can paint for this build. I started to do a mixture of these two colors, the Aztec paints that I got. I started to use the the red pearl as a base color, and then I started to use the pearl silver as a base color, go over it with the pearl red, and then do a overlay color of the transparent red. But I wasn't sure how the final color would come out, and this car, it calls for gloss metallic red for the body color. The one-to-one car, the actual car, at least the reference photos I have, especially the outside photos, just depending on how the sun hits it, it really is almost a maroon. I looked at the Mystic or the Mythical Maroon Testor's one coat, and I didn't, like I said, I don't spray can shells in the store, so I couldn't test it, but the cap color looked extremely borderline, rather dark, almost too much maroon, and I didn't want to chance it, and so I went with Revving Red, the Testor's one coat Revving Red, and I think that's going to be pretty close to the actual one-to-one color, so that's what I went with instead of the maroon color. So we're going to paint that and see how it turns out. I think it'll be fine, and we'll do that over the weekend, and hopefully we'll have a finished product by Sunday. I'm going to probably do the decals, let the paint dry a day, and then clear coat it, and I may even wait till Monday to do the decals. It's quite a few decals on this car, and I have read a couple of other comments that some people have bought and built this kit said you need to really take your time on the decals. If you try to rush it, you will be disappointed. And I don't want to. I spent quite a bit of time on the motor build part of this car, and I don't want to let it be ruined by a shoddy decal job. So that's where we're at with that. And the other thing I want to touch on right quick before I close this video out is we have a winner in my 100th subscriber giveaway. I actually got 100 subscribers, I think, the first of the week, or it may have been over the weekend. I can't remember. But anyways, I went ahead that day and I let whoever else, when I got to 100, it was like middle of the day or late that afternoon or whatever. I can't really remember. And I just decided, well, I'll let it go to the end of the day. And I had like 102, 103, something like that. So I printed off all of my subscriptions subscribers that make their subscriptions public. If you keep your subscriptions a secret and you don't want anyone knowing what they are, or you keep them private, rather, shouldn't say secret, you keep them private, then you don't show up on my subscriber list as far as, and well, you know how it works. Anyway, so I wound up with like 89 total. It was like, 14, 15 that, wanted to keep theirs private. So I took the 89 and now entered 89 numbers in random.org and let random.org, the number generator website, where you can, when you have a drawing, you put the numbers in and it will draw the numbers for you. And the number that was drawn was 32, and the number that 32 belonged to was this young man, Mr. Jim, Big Boss Jim Marksberry. So, Big Boss Jim, you will be receiving something in the mail in the next week or so. I won't tell you what it is. If you will send me a PM and give me your address and mailing address and the pertinence on that, I will be getting something out to you. If you had rather I not send you anything, send me that in a PM. I will probably send you a PM myself and let you know if you're not, if you're not watching this video, or if it's, a few days down the road before you watch it. I'll go ahead and give you a heads up that you did win it, and I will be sending you something. If you choose not to, you don't want it, you're not going to hurt my feelings, don't worry about that. I will just take your name out and I'll do a redraw, let random.org pick another number, and we'll go from there. But Big Boss Jim, it's you, and so I'll be getting something to you unless I hear otherwise. Alright, I think we'll call that finished. The next video I do on the car will be probably just a slideshow video. I've talked enough to let you know what all I've done, and the colors I've used on the car. You've seen that in the videos that I've made up to now, and so the next one will be a finished product, and we will be moving on to something else. Okay, hope everyone had a great work week. Hope everyone has a great weekend, and until I talk to you again, I want to thank everybody the new subscribers that's come in. I've had probably, 15 since I did the final bus video. I wanted to thank everybody that has subscribed. Appreciate it, guys. As long as you keep watching, I'll keep shooting the videos, and got a couple of kind of longer drawn out projects. I got a 2-car project coming up sometime excuse me again, in the next probably couple 3 months, probably not right soon. I got some things I need to get arranged on it and order a couple things for that, but we've got plenty of kits to keep us busy for the year. So until I talk to you again, take care of one another, keep building. May God bless. Talk to you later.